Dragon Drop Podcast.
Welcome back to the Dragon Drop Podcast. It's episode 50?
50.
Is it? Wow, that's
Oh.
exciting. For this episode, I really want to talk about the dire wolves that, were brought back to life. Are you guys up to date on the dire wolves?
Yeah, I believe I'm the one that shared
No.
it to you.
Joe Rogan shared it to me.
I talked to you about this yesterday or 2 days ago, dude.
Yeah, he had someone on his pod that
God.
he's like the CEO of the
Your
dire
brain
wolf
only
company.
absorbs the information if Joe Rogan says it. I hear you.
Right. Well, it's straight from the dire wolf factory's mouth.
Okay. But basically, the dire wolves are just gray wolves that are genetically modified, right? They're not really dire wolves, so it's fake anyway.
Yeah, they sequenced the genome of the dire wolf, and then they compared it to the genome of the gray wolf, and picked out differences between them, and put those differences into a gray wolf cell, the DNA, the genetic material, and then what they do is they take an egg, so out of like the girl dog's body, and they take out the genetic material and insert
CRISPR, right? They CRISPR'd it.
Well, the CRISPR is like they splice the DNA and put new chunks in. But this is the somatic cell nucleus transfer. The nucleus is what has the genetic material. And so they take the egg out, like that's the female side of the DNA. They take the DNA out, the nucleus, and they put this cell that's modified with direwolf genes into it. So the baby that's grown is no longer has no genetic relation to the girl dog carrying it. It's just a surrogate.
So it's a test tube baby like Billie Eilish.
Well, there's no sperm. It's just a cell. So I think with a test tube, they still have an egg and a sperm.
How do they fertilize the embryo?
It's like something with electricity that it like tells it that it's fertilized. I looked this up, dude. I because it gets a little bit much.
It's a little bit much. Okay, man. Let's check Scientific American though.
Yeah.
Colossal Bioscience. That sounds like a startup, right?
Oh yeah.
They de-extincted. That's the word.
Yeah.
De-extincted.
De-extinction.
Equipped. Game of Thrones mentioned right there. Okay. Gray Wolf.
So,
yep.
What are dire wolves? We don't need to know
Don't
that.
care about that. Okay. They were related to modern ones. That's a yes. This is a designer dog, so it's like the Queen's dogs. It's a genetically modified gray wolf. Okay, so it's not really a dire wolf.
Right.
It's
got genes.
It's kind of like the mini American Shepherd. It's not a mini Australian Shepherd anymore because they bred them in the U.S.
Where this goes is they're working on artificial wombs, and I'm thinking eventually they're going to have artificial ovum, which ovum are the eggs.
I messaged this also to you guys earlier this week that they had the first womb transplant birth. You didn't remember this because Joe Rogan didn't tell you.
I didn't see the womb transfer.
I messaged this to you on Monday, man.
But okay, so if they can create the nucleus, the genetic material, like you could take Michael Jordan and then like put some other genes in there, and then
cross with Yao Ming.
If they have an artificial ovum and an artificial womb, all you need is DNA, and then they can just infinitely create humans that don't have a parent, like they don't have a mother or a father. They're just manufactured.
So it's going to be like the beginning of Superman or Man of Steel, where they're creating babies in pods.
Like the Greys, the aliens, that's what the Greys are. They're like literally grown. They don't have a mother or father.
Like that's what they are on X-Files, or what do you mean?
And you could probably genetically engineer out the wanting to have a mom or dad, like that I am a part of the government, and they're genetically, predisposed to be, mom and dad is the government.
That's the storyline to this weird podcast I listened to, where it's like the future, an alternate future after World War II, where they create this communist government, and all the kids don't have parents anymore. They grow up in birthing centers.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, the story is about there being like a kind of like a terrorist group trying to bring back having parents. Because basically parents teach you how to be racist, and they didn't want that to happen anymore.
It just seems weird that they can grow humans without like a person. All they need is the genetic material.
Human, though, right? There's like ethics
it,
laws. What's that Chinese guy, Dan? He'll do it.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Did you just say it earlier?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's it. Maybe I'm just, saying something I shouldn't.
I just think they're doing this, and like it's like, okay, well, did God make them? If somebody made them in a lab, is it still God's will? And do they have a soul? If you're just genetic material, is there a soul at that point? Right. It's an existential crisis.
Well, you need men anymore.
Or women.
Well, you still
all you need is bots.
You need the wombs, right?
No, artificial wombs. We don't need women.
Well, you need the eggs.
Artificial ovum. It's just a container.
Just a container with what DNA though? Are they going to use the same DNA over and over again? Like
whatever DNA they want. They could splice it up, take Michael Jordan, and then splice it with like turning off all emotion sensors, so you're just emotionless, and he's got a drive to win, and you could create an army of 100,000 super Michael Jordans that don't have a mother or father.
I think Michael Jordan needs his father to become Michael Jordan. This is a nature versus nurture argument too here, man. You don't become Michael Jordan without the dad. Like it's like Bronny is not good because his dad's LeBron.
That's true.
LeBron's dad was LeBron's dad. So he became LeBron.
I mean, shouldn't Bronny be medically exempted from being able to play in the NBA?
What do you mean medically exempted?
He had a heart attack on the court like a few years ago at like 18.
He had enlarged heart?
Cardiac arrest.
I think that's becoming more common, that enlarged heart crap.
Oh, I think that was the V word, right?
No, I don't think it was.
Dan?
He was given the experimental something.
The heart enlarger. Myofarditis.
All right, man. Well, all I'm saying is MMR vaccine doesn't cause autism. All right, and a lot of people think it does, and a lot of people are fucking dumb. So,
MMR?
That's measles, mumps, rubella.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want those diseases. What was the Harry Truman disease? Polio?
It was FDR, man. What are you talking?
Oh, Harry Truman, damn it.
No, man. It was Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, Truman was the one with the bombs, wasn't it? Truman did the nuclear bombs.
Yeah, I think FDR died in 2 months before Hitler died in 1945. And then
FDR did?
Yeah.
Or Truman? Truman died before Hitler?
No, Truman didn't die then.
Oh, FDR.
FDR died a little bit after his fourth term started, but before Hitler killed himself.
So after FDR, they only allowed 2 terms?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Hope that sticks.
Right. We want that there.
Oh, we're getting That's Obama important. 3. Okay.
We need Malia. Is it Malia Obama?
It's Malia. Dude, you refuse to learn black women's names.
Malia. Malia. We need Malia and Barron. It's uniting the families. You know what I'm saying?
Barron might be a little, dumb.
Is he retarded?
He was raised by Melania, dude, so.
She's just foreign.
He knows a different language.
Where's my suitcase?
Does he speak Slovenian? English. Does he actually? Yeah, what is my suitcase? Or I like my suitcase.
He's got a Slovenian accent. That's
time out. Ian is weighing in this week at 170 pounds and 170 and a half pounds. He wants us to check in on his weight every week because he thinks he's fat. All right, go ahead.
It depends on how tall he is.
5'11".
That's like exactly my build. I'm 5'11" and literally weigh like 170.
Well, I'm
gonna go with not fat.
If Ian's fat, you're fat, man.
Yeah, it depends. You got to get the DEXA scan or whatever,
You don't have any beer gut going after all those beers you drank? Like, when does that start?
You want to see my beer gut? I won't suck in or... Hold on. I don't want to show my...
Okay, push out. Push out all the way. That's nothing, dude. You're good. All right. All right, and
I'm skinny fat. I was complaining about it last night.
We're going to need Ian to send in a picture of his gut from the side profile to compare.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm skinny fat, and I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I need to work probably really hard to have any muscle definition. I think I'm just forever skinny fat.
You want to have the same physique as one of those guys that sells workout plans on YouTube.
No, like a Hollister model from 2008.
Like a
like
change
I
in
surf.
metabolism.
Like a 2008 Gary Martin.
Right. Just you got the V taper.
Oh God.
And some sort of a
For what
chest.
reason?
I'm just
though?
like
just to make yourself feel better. Like, is it practical to have that kind of physique? You know?
No.
But I think the issue with being skinny fat is like the visceral stuff that's like in between your organs, and that causes more issues than people probably realize. So a lot of people can be looking skinnier, but they got more going on underneath where it's not as obvious. So.
That's like the funniest thing when like fat people are like mad that someone loses weight, and they're like, "Oh, my organs are protected, and yours aren't."
That's the fat argument.
Yeah.
When I get stabbed, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, if I need to survive 60 days without eating, you can't do that.
The thing about being like morbidly obese is sometimes they won't allow you to have surgery because it's like too risky. And you ever see surgery on a morbidly obese person? You could dig through 8-9 inches of fat to get to where they need to work, and then there's just fat everywhere. Like, it's just dangerous.
Have
frankly.
you watched My 600-Pound Life? Because that's a major part of it. He tells them they have to drop like 120 pounds so they can even get the surgery, and they just don't. And they always have an excuse, like, I put on muscle. Like,
I like the one. He goes, there's like some fat lady laying in the bed, and she's like, I gotta eat something. I haven't eaten all day or something.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna wither away. You've eaten enough food for the next 3 years. He's serious. Like, who is it? Kevin James. He did like a fast where he didn't eat for like 60 days. It was like only water and some salt, like for electrolytes.
Oh, he did a movie where he became an MMA fighter, right?
Right. He's talked about doing that a few times, but like, yeah, you could just not eat if you're super fat.
I think Jack Black did the opposite for the Minecraft movie, man. He put on some weight. He's pretty fucking fat. Yeah.
He's
what
a little roly-poly ball.
Jack Black is like the fattest I've ever seen Jack Black right now. Oh,
I think he likes like Philly cheesesteaks.
That's what you think does it? Philly cheesesteaks?
Did he actually split up with the Kyle dude?
Yeah, dude.
Tenacious D, or what's
Kyle was anti-Israel or something, and Jack Black can't have any sort of like any opinions on anything, or he won't be able to make movies in China or whatever. So
yeah.
Poor guy.
That's weird.
I mean, Tenacious D had been around over 30 years, right? Like, how long is it supposed to last?
I mean, it seemed like they were still going pretty strong, so it's just kind of sad to see that, over something like that. He should have been like, well, that's him, But I guess it could ruin their image, but it's just crazy what that's all about nowadays. Like, people don't want to be publicly known on the internet anymore for fear of being wiped off, and,
it's like
your social media can fuck up your career or something. Like, it's crazy.
You're never going to see like The Rock or John Cena have an actual opinion about something. They got to be just opinionless so they can be 4-quadrant movie stars.
Well, it's just crazy to take what they say one day as like their opinion, because people are shit's fluid, like your thoughts and actions anyway. So you can just be feeling it one day, say some shit you don't really mean. That's not like,
well, the way the internet is, man,
true to who you are.
Every single time you post for the rest of your life, they will comment below that thing you said that one day.
That's a clip. Hey, that's a clip.
There's a thing going right now, like Mizkif did like a backflip in a tree in Japan, like a cherry blossom tree, and everyone's shitting on him like he destroyed the tree. There's problems in the world. I feel like that's not one of the problems. But whatever.
But if it's like a tree in the city, very sacred. There's not many trees. Many people.
A couple blossoms fell off the tree. Yeah, I don't even like the guy. But, I feel like there's some drama going around where a lot of Twitch streamers are being accused of view botting. So, like that one.
I just figured that's Twitch.
That guy Rakai. Well, I saw like a clip of XQC calling out like 5 people.
Rakai?
Yeah, Rakai, because he went from like 1,000 or 2,000 viewers to like the next day he had 8,000. The next day he had 20,000. It's like it's kind of obvious that's when he enabled the view botting.
But Rakai, he's with Kai. Couldn't Kai's like following just find him, and then there's so many people that watch him now?
I don't think he jumped from 1,000 to 20,000 like overnight.
I don't know. I mean, these guys. What is his? Look up his Instagram.
I don't even know his name, dude.
Does he have like if he's got 1 million Instagrammers? He's got a pretty big reach then.
Depending through all the platforms.
700,000.
That's pretty good.
He only has 3 posts.
I know. And then there's his Twitch right there.
I think it's safe to assume that like probably half of the people on Twitch with over like 10,000 viewers that aren't like the top people are probably view botting.
And Amazon just doesn't care. They just let him do it.
Guess so, dude. So somebody got banned off Kick recently for getting caught view botting. And another person, this girl on Twitch, accidentally showed her bot.
What's Rumble versus Kick?
Rumble is for like if you have a visceral need to be racist and can't stop yourself, that's where you post your content.
Oh shit! Is it social media or is it like video?
It's YouTube.
It's YouTube.
It's a YouTube for people that like can't follow the terms of service of YouTube.
Ah,
I'm gonna check that out. Do some research. I mean, hey.
Oh man, I don't even know.
I never tried that or Kick, so I knew they existed. I thought they were like just streaming services too.
I mean, it's like Live Leak, dude. Like to me, Live Leak is where you if you want to like post a video of a guy getting decapitated, you post it on Live Leak. So I didn't really watch stuff on Live Leak, so I don't have to see people getting decapitated.
Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah. like if you ride on a roller coaster and like it's just going and your head just pops off.
Oh, I'm talking about more terrorist video. But
oh shit! Like
I saw a video of an elephant stomping on a guy and then picking him up by like the part that he stomped on. It's interesting animal behavior because it was clear that the animal was being abused to the point where it needed to get revenge because it was not going to take it no more.
They've abused a lot of elephants, man, but it's sad you're never going to see elephants in the circus anymore.
You ever going to circuses though?
When I was a kid, I went to the circus at the Breslin Center a couple times. Now the circus is just dudes and fucking motocross spinning around.
There's animals before. That's what it should be. Yeah, moto circuses are sick.
That's not cool at all.
Put them in the big sphere and let them.
I'm pretty sure I've had multiple dreams about like it's like being in a black room with nothing else in there, and I'm just watching the dirt bike wheel go. It's like my dream is watching that. There's nothing. It's not nothing else going on.
The hamster wheel, but for dirt bike.
Like a reoccurring dream.
Gotta bring back the flying trapeze.
Maybe. What they have like bears at your circus? The monkeys?
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Yeah.
I remember elephants, but like some circuses they had like lions. But like you don't have any animals anymore because it's all animal abuse.
Well,
it's just
not
like
really enriching for them.
It's just like back in the day in baseball, dude. Everyone was doing steroids and baseball was good. And then they banned the steroids and baseball got worse and people can't hit home runs as well anymore.
Yeah. What if they yeah, go ahead.
I think like the circus thing, it's kind of animal enrichment. You're getting them, they're taking them out of the cages, they travel them in.
It's not animal
giving them a
show.
you know?
Like when the bear gets to walk on the ball, it's actually enrichment.
Yeah. You don't know if the animals don't like being stars in their moment of, fame. That'd be kind of cool.
It's cool watching people do backflips off elephants and stuff.
I want to watch someone get shot with a cannonball.
Do they still do that?
That's pretty cool.
You should.
You gotta be kind of a weird shape to get in there.
I think I went to like one thing where it was like the world's smallest woman. And everyone said that she was real, and then I went in there and I was like, it's not a real woman. But everyone that came out there was telling me, it's a real woman. It's a real one. And I'm like, she's not even a foot tall. It's not real.
Yeah, a pygmy.
Was it a person?
No, but they were saying it was. It was just like, a 3D image of what would look like a small person. Because there's that one lady that's like 2 feet, but this lady was like a lot smaller. So it was just completely unbelievable to me. Because otherwise you'd like see stuff about that and Google it. She just doesn't exist. So it's like,
how do you spell
okay.
pygmy?
There you go.
Well, back in the day, Maury used to bring out people and have them stand next to like a coffee pot to show how short they were. Yeah.
I never really got the chance to spend time with a little person. Like I've seen him a handful of times in real life, like at the store, and not to stare, but it would just be kind of cool to like have a little person friend. Like
it's
for
because they don't live as long, dude. It's like how mice have shorter lifespans. They breathe more. They have more heartbeats on
What's
average.
What's his name? Peter Dinklage is still going. He's like 50.
Yeah, he's goated. He's like the best little person I think just about ever.
I don't know, man. He's the reason that Snow White movie didn't have any dwarves in it. He took away a lot of jobs for dwarves by saying it was like cruel to have dwarves in it.
That's weird. That seems like a great job that like lots of dwarves would want to do.
Yeah, but now he's the only famous little person, so maybe that's what he wanted.
To keep all the dwarves from being
all the dwarf jobs are his.
Only me. Yeah.
Like Vern Troyer,
dwarf jobs.
He was a weird one.
Vern Troyer was like, he had a different kind of dwarfism. He was tiny.
What was the other one?
He was a midget.
Mini-me?
The difference between midgets
You're talking
and
about the guy on what? That's just a slur for
really.
Okay, no, dude.
Yeah. Vern's been dead 8 years.
You're thinking Wee Man?
Wee Man's a good one.
Wee Man's still alive, right?
I feel like there's another one that I'm thinking of. Wee Man, there's something about Wee Man's stunts. Like he's kind of a weenie. Like he does some stunts, but then some of them he's just like scared.
You're saying Wee Man's stunts aren't as good as Steve-O's? Who cares, dude?
Yeah.
He didn't staple anything to his nuts like Chris Pontius, so you don't respect him.
Like the one where they're in the diapers and he's chasing Preston Lacey. It's like the midget chasing the fat guy, or the fat guy chasing the midget. I like that one. Right. In public, and they're like in their whitey tighties. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, I've seen all the movies. There's a reality TV show with them. Like,
can you look up other famous little people?
Okay.
I don't like the show, the Little People show. I think that's kind of weird.
Warwick Davis.
This
guy here too, Danny Woodburn. I've seen him before.
Oh, Tony Cox. He was that bad Santa elf.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I recognize a few of these guys. And Kenny Baker. This guy was R2-D2, I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
There's a few. What's Dark Dwarf? What is this?
Can we see how many dwarves per 100,000 people there are to know how rare they are?
What?
Because we didn't even have one in school. Like, I've almost never seen one in real life.
B, are you going to check the Snow White movie just to
4 to 15 out of 100,000?
Your movie knowledge?
No, dude, I don't watch garbage to watch garbage. But I am going to be watching Mickey 17.
It could be good until you don't know if it's bad.
You
think plenty of people are wrong. Think about how many people like Trump. Maybe all those people are the ones that dislike Snow White. You gotta check it out.
All right, man, I'll check it out just for you, dude.
So they made.
I'm not gonna check it out.
Black Snow White with no dwarves.
No, this is what happened, dude. They created CGI dwarves instead of instead of casting people.
So CGI dancing too.
So the dwarves look.
And the people don't dance with each other. They just dance by themselves. It's
also, she doesn't get saved by the prince at all, so she saves herself. So it's
okay, I hate to
this
say
movie?
This. So it was cast with an African American or just a black person?
No.
Oh, that was Ariel from Little Mermaid. Okay.
Yeah, you're out of date on your anti-Disney racism.
I was gonna make a joke about why didn't they call it Snow Black?
Because she's not black.
Yeah. I just don't understand why people get so upset when it's like, if it's a remake, make it a little bit different. Do you really want the same? I want the same story.
I think it's because
the same scenes. Like, those people are fucking insane, dude.
They didn't change. They didn't change Cinderella or like Beauty and the Beast. But they did change Little Mermaid. I don't think they changed Aladdin, did they? I didn't see Aladdin, but I don't think they changed much about it.
I mean, there's Mulan, there's Lilo and Stitch. What other like girl non-white Disneys are there?
There's Tiana, the Princess and the Frog.
Okay, is that a black one?
Yeah. How do you not even know?
I don't know that one.
About like 2009-ish, man.
I was old by then.
I never saw it. I knew it exists, though.
It's got voodoo in it. It's like a New Orleans movie, which you like New Orleans, so maybe you should have known about it.
Yeah. This is about princesses, though. I don't like princesses.
All the Disney movies are about princesses. They're Disney princess movies.
Not Lilo and Stitch. That's about an alien.
That's not a Disney princess movie, though.
Jungle Book wasn't princess.
That's not a Disney princess movie. All the Disney princess movies are about this. Like, there's how many are there? I don't even know the name of Sleeping Beauty.
Well, what about the Ice Queen one or whatever that shit's called? That's like the
Frozen?
main girl, or maybe
Frozen.
they're both princesses. Yeah,
They changed the story of Frozen quite a bit to make Elsa not evil.
I never seen Frozen. Let it go. Let it go.
There's
That's all I know.
two of them. Two Frozens. That was like 2013.
Yeah.
it was like her sister or something is like in the movie more than she is or something.
It's Anna and Elsa. I think the original story is she's like the evil ice queen, but they changed it to not be an evil ice queen. So it's different.
Well,
But-
she didn't like that she was being evil. They still made her.
at the end of the day-
she almost kills people.
Yeah, she stops her from being evil. Is what happens. Kind of like how they made Maleficent not evil in the Maleficent movies. She's just a fairy that got her wings cut off. That's the
What
end.
if Disney had like a black division where they like have black creatives that are making like Disney movies,
Tyler Perry
like,
division.
about right, but like cartoons and like making cartoons with like
You've never even
culture
heard of the Proud
stuff that-
Family, have you?
sounds familiar.
They
Impossible.
They had black shows. There's a few of them, man.
Disney did
Yes.
the Proud Family. Smart Guy.
Yeah,
Smart Guy.
Smart Guy.
Tia and
dude.
Tamara.
Yes. Smart Guy
Sister.
Sister. I don't think that was Disney, was it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I liked Sister.
there were a
I
whole
liked
bunch,
Smart
dude.
Guy.
If anything, like nowadays, there's no more black shows. Like there used to be like Martin. There used to be the show with the Wayans brothers.
Chris Rock had a show.
That was in
30 Rock.
No, that was Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody hates Chris. Yeah.
Sister. Yeah, it was an ABC TGIF. Thank God it's
I thought
Friday.
it was Disney.
ABC is owned by Disney.
Oh, it was Disney.
You gotta know
let's
your
see.
conglomerates, man.
Oh, it was about a clothing store in Detroit.
Sister was
cool.
based in Detroit. It aired
Looks like
from
it.
95 to 99.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Martin was pretty good.
I never saw Martin.
There was Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel. Good Burger is a classic. That's such a good movie.
They made a good burger too, and I haven't seen it, and I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, Mondo Burger. Remember Mondo Burger?
Dan, have you seen all that?
Some of it.
Did you watch Nickelodeon, Dan?
Yeah, some of it.
Did you?
When I was like in middle school, I watched.
You're a Drake and
shows.
Josher, or you? No.
It was all pretty insufferable, but it was the only thing on TV. So
you're not really a
Drake and Josh.
I didn't like it. Like it's like you watched it because it was on, but it's like, what else am I gonna watch? Oh, just fucking watch.
I
So
liked
for this,
watching,
pretty much what it was every
like,
time.
You didn't watch like Rocko's Modern Life or what the other shows?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Rocket Power.
Doug.
Yeah, I mean I've seen most of that shit, but
Doug was good. Okay. His best
Doug
friend's
was
name was
pretty good.
Mosquito.
Boy
Peter.
Meets World.
Boy Meets World was on ABC. That's not Nickelodeon.
Oh.
That was on the same time Tia and Tamara, Sister was.
I think I like had my lineup at night. Like I would have my lineup where at 5:30 it was this show, at 6:30, it was this show, and I would go through all my shows every night because they'd play the reruns, and we'd have TV Guide. You knew what was coming up because of the TV Guide. There was no internet.
For a little while, like Fox had Malcolm in the Middle, that 70s show, The Simpsons, and King of the Hill back to back.
Yeah,
pretty good. It's gone.
What was the Hillary Duff one? Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
I had a crush.
I didn't really watch
this.
Lizzie McGuire was kind of a show for girls.
Oh shit!
You watch Even Stevens?
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah,
Stevens, man. Yeah.
I loved Even Stevens. I didn't watch That's So Raven. That's another black show.
I think that was Disney, right? Yeah. I didn't really watch that either.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the show. She's just
a little
psychic.
Bit. Yeah. She always has the vision about what's going to happen later in the episode, and then when it gets to that time, it's like, oh, it wasn't quite what it seemed.
You've seen
like
it
she's
more
making
than
judgments about her vision, and it's always like a little bit off. That's the show.
Yep. Okay. Dan, did you have Cartoon Network as a kid?
I mean, we had cable, and it was on there.
Oh, that's premium cable, actually. So.
Oh.
I didn't have Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I watched CN. Yeah, Toonami, man. Right.
But you don't know who Vash the Stampede is.
I've never heard of that.
But you say you watched Toonami.
Vash the Stampede.
It's a show called Trigun. You really don't? You don't know Vash? If you know Bebop, you should know Vash. Same era of. Toonami.
I've seen this dude. I've never watched this show. I watched Bebop like 2015 or 16. So
Jesus.
It wasn't like
I watched it in 2002. Okay.
Yeah.
It was Bebop and Big O and Ghost in the Shell and Trigun. Stephen Bloom is the voice of Tom the robot on Toonami, Dragon Ball Z.
Toonami's a show, not a channel.
Oh my god, it's a programming block after midnight on Cartoon Network.
Okay,
it was
so
also
very nuanced.
It was also
after midnight.
The anime stuff was after midnight. There was a little bit in the afternoon, like the afternoon.
That's like 7 or some shit. I don't know.
It was between 4 and 7 in the afternoon as well. You had like Reboot, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I don't know.
Reboot, dog. Yeah.
Reboot was one of the first like 3D CGI shows.
Yeah.
He looked like shit.
Code Lyoko.
I didn't watch Code Lyoko.
That shit's crazy. They look insane. Yeah.
Bill, you never watched Reboot?
No.
Not that one.
I don't even think I've heard of it.
Look at these guys, man.
Oh, maybe that kind of looks familiar.
That is Knuckles back there, dude.
But maybe from memes over the years. I don't think I've ever seen this. Just memes.
Just memes.
Weird.
You didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball Z, right?
No. I was really Disney, Nickelodeon. That was really it. I mean, Cartoon Network, but I didn't really gravitate towards that. It was like,
so you didn't watch any Courage?
Nope.
Dexter's Lab?
My brother and sister did. A little bit of Dexter's Lab.
That's Cartoon Network.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Johnny Bravo? You're a Johnny Bravo fan. No.
Ed and Eddie, dude.
Nope.
Damn.
My brother would watch it. I think I was like, I liked the Disney teen shows. Like Ed and Eddie was like, like
what
little
Disney,
kid show.
You're too busy watching Lizzie McGuire to tune into Ed and Eddie. You gotta watch a rerun of Cadet Kelly a couple times.
That's horrible.
Oh,
he's watching the hot chicks, dude. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Right. I was 8. I was getting older, and I was realizing, Lizzie McGuire.
You're younger than me, dude. Okay. I remember the girl on Even Stevens.
Christy Carlson Romano.
No, that's the sister. I'm his Shia LaBeouf's friend. She is. She's on NCIS.
Renee?
I think it was like Tawny or something.
Tawny, yeah.
She's on NCIS in a wheelchair. So.
Is she actually in a wheelchair in real life?
No, she got shot in the show.
Oh,
like
dang.
Yeah, like Jimmy the Cripple on Degrassi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we talk about how Drake is just the best actor of all time because he's not actually
he's still
a rapper?
acting? Yeah, he's still acting like a rapper.
He's just the best actor of all time because he's top rapper.
To be fair, if anyone's acting and good at acting, Eminem is a better actor than Drake ever was. If you've seen 8 Mile.
8 Mile is underrated.
I don't think I've seen that.
No way, man.
There's a Brittany Murphy scene,
Rated R. Okay.
Yeah. And she's dead. Did you guys watch the Brittany Murphy documentary?
No.
I don't know what that girl looked like.
You don't know
pull up Brittany Murphy. She was in...
I think she was in Clueless.
Yeah, she was in a bunch of...
Oh, yeah, we talked about that,
right? She, married some, fat British dude. And then they were just doing pills and stuff. And I think she died first off the pills. And Brittany Murphy's mom lived in their house, too.
She had pneumonia. That's how she died.
But I think it was, related. Something weird.
She could have been, a big star forever.
And the mom was sleeping in the husband's bed after she died, and then the husband died from pills, a couple months later.
Can't put down the cup.
Oh yeah, let's give us our update on Dave Blunt's. Dan, you're a super fan.
Oh yeah, album announcement or something. That's all I got.
That's all you got. What's the name of the album?
Forward to that, but I was saying that guy should be an actor probably. He's his album announcement thing, and it's kind of like a skit. I feel like he's playing off his rap career, like he's a simp and stuff, because he's one-upping everyone. He's staying ahead, playing dumb, and
he's put out so many.
He wants them to make fun of him because he knows it gets. Oh, yeah, it's like nothing happened.
Yep. Okay. Dave Blunt. So look at all these EPs. This guy is all about quantity over quality, huh? This is yeah.
When you eat
EPs,
as much as he
get the cover art. That's a good image association.
He put out 7 EPs in 2023.
It's better to put out EPs when you're new, because if you just blow out a whole album, you're giving them a taste of what you got to give them a little snack, and then build up the audience, and then you drop an album, and then everyone buys it.
The album comes out on the 18th. It's called You Can't Say That.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going to be talking about Squirt, other stuff. Simping.
Is he simping? It seems like he only likes white girls, from what I can tell in the lore.
Can't keep track. I don't listen to the lyrics to know.
How do you fucking listen to rap music without paying attention to the lyrics, man?
Vibing, dude, with my cup.
And the songs all sound the same then, if there's no lyrics?
Yeah, did you guys check out the Kanye West stuff? I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, it's pretty.
I saw that update that his wife left him because
no, his album or whatever. I listened to one of his songs and I said, "Whoa."
Was it
pretty bad or what?
There was that 30-minute...
It was on X, so you could check that.
I'm not.
It wasn't a 30-minute album. It wasn't even songs. It was a big long thing.
It was some video and tied to the song that I saw
or something.
I think Kanye West is mentally ill.
He had a
He's
interview.
An artist, dude. It's just like the homeless people. They're probably artists, dude.
He had an interview with academics and wore a black KKK outfit.
Yeah, I saw. I saw. He did his first Twitch stream, and people made fun of his camera quality in the chat, and he punched his camera and turned off his stream. So,
yeah.
They said he had an early 2000s or a 90s camera, and he shut it off.
That's sweet.
It says here Kanye is offering to help Blunts lose weight.
Ooh.
But this isn't the new album?
Yep. So he's on the right road. He's just going to be a mentor now for the other artists. Well, he already did that with what? Cudi and...
Dude, Dave Blunt is on 3 songs on this Kanye album?
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah, I listened to the World War III and that. Yeah.
This is called World War III.
That one's HH. That's cool.
Yeah, you don't even say it.
And Jesus.
Not even going to read that one out, huh? Okay.
Yeah, this seems like.
Well, clip it. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. Clip it.
I'm not doing it. Okay.
Excellent. Clip it.
Damn. All right.
Where do you find?
Because we have so many views, you know.
Yeah, it's not on real platforms, is it?
World War III.
Well, it's on X. That's a real platform.
Yeah. Is that the only place you can find it? X?
That's where I looked at it, so I don't know about other spots.
It's not on
What about his
Spotify?
music stream service?
What music streaming service? Wasn't he trying to
I
put
don't know,
out?
You said he had one.
Like 10 years ago.
the one
That's
who
Jay-Z.
told me
That's
he
Jay-Z.
did.
It's title Jay-Z.
That's
Yeah.
not Jay-Z
But
sold
he's
his
mad at
stake,
Jay-Z.
right? I thought like Kanye was trying to sell his own music device or something like 10 years ago. What happened to that?
Yeah, it was actually a really cool thing. It was the stem player that
You know
like
about
if
this.
you have a beat and you have different layers, there's the drum layer, there's the bass layer, there's the melody layer, there's the voice, and it would allow you to basically like isolate parts of it, and so that you could hear just a cappella, like you could rip apart the song. Stems are like
cool.
each individual layer of a track.
But it was like a shitty little device that probably didn't sound that great.
Right. He actually just dropped a clothing line, and the stuff is, I think it's called Bully or something. He's got new slides.
Yeah, let's not
all
promote that.
$20. All $20.
No.
$20 shirts.
Bully?
Stop it.
Last time he was just selling swastika shirts, man.
What's wrong with that? People buy them. That's probably wrong.
Yeah, you don't see anybody wearing those things. Maybe they're just collecting them.
He's got swastika chains.
Because when you don't wear it and you sell, it's just like all clothing. Like most people just buy like the new brand stuff just because it's a trend and they sell it later for a bigger profit. It's like the Legos, dude. Merch. What is it called? Rockabella?
That's Jay-Z's merch, isn't it?
I don't know what you said. I thought you said something else. I don't know.
All right, Bill, you want to talk about this fat MMA fighter?
Yeah. So Paddy Pimblett, I remember he burst onto the scene and had a mouth kind of like Conor McGregor, you know. And he's got that like that English accent that you know he's like from poor area of England. He's not like a fancy posh British guy, but he's like a scouser, I think is what they call it.
South London.
Wasn't he a professional eater?
He's a professional fighter.
No, but he was like doing food challenges and shit too, right?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
another dude named Patty that does that, so it's gotta be the same guy.
Oh, I don't know.
He's
Patty
in
is a
like
weird
Steve
name.
Will Do It, dude, where he like chugs brews and stuff.
Yo, is Steve Will Do It had his liver failure arc yet?
He's $30K a month DoorDash.
Yeah. God, what a waste.
But Patty's fighting this weekend against Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler has basically tried to call out Conor McGregor for 10 years. And
Isn't Conor McGregor retired?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he's not even in the conversation, but he wants the money fight. So that's what.
Running for mayor of London, right?
London?
He's running for
Irish.
prime minister of Ireland or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, he's just
also-
a UFC dude. I only saw him because of the food thing. That's funny. He has like food challenges.
Yeah, all these people with the CTE, and
It's the nice way to say brain damage.
Yeah, you think they're normal people, but turns out their brain's actually kind of broken, and like they're like, so you look at them and they say something stupid or say something weird, and it's like, wow, that person is crazy and sucks or something, but it's really just their brain got hit.
That's what happened to Chris
Yeah,
Benoit, man, in wrestling. Too many
And
concussions.
Aaron Hernandez.
Had so many concussions, he killed his kid and his wife, and they deleted him from all history of wrestling. Just don't even mention him anymore. He was really good.
So that's why at work, when I'm saying something I shouldn't be, I say, "Sorry, I got brain worm," or it could be CT. I don't know. And then that way, nothing with HR can even happen. So
You say you played fucking baseball in college, got hit in the head a couple times.
no, I tell them I fell off my bike and hit my head really hard on the street, and I was laying there for I don't know how long, and then I woke up and I had a busted ass tooth and chin, and
I don't know, man.
I'm like, I think that's probably why I'm the way I am right now.
We once had
And then
this
they're like-
producer dude that got hit by a car and had like he didn't like have short term memory.
How do you get hit by a car?
I don't know, man. He was walking, got hit by a car, but he had like pretty bad brain damage. But he plagiarized an article and they still fired him.
when you have like if your brain gets hurt and there's a lot of inflammation in there, like if you are in a car crash and you have a head injury, what they'll do is they'll drill a hole into your skull to relieve the pressure.
Yeah,
it's pretty neat.
Speaking of drilling holes into skulls, I have been watching The Pit. There's one more episode. It actually airs tonight. Cannot wait to watch it. 15 episodes. It's 15 hours straight of one day in an ER in Pittsburgh. Okay.
Ooh.
It started at 7 a.m. and now they're like at 10 p.m. It's so good. It's just nonstop cases. It's like ER without the drama. They're just constantly constantly intubating people. Then there's a mass shooting at 5 p.m. It goes crazy. They have like 80 people come in. And
this is a fiction show?
Yeah, it's a fiction show, dude. It's like ER.
Documentary.
But the concept of it being all in one day and hour by hour, kind of like real time, is pretty unique.
Does anyone actually have lupus?
Not like House, man. They
oh shit.
They don't spend the entire episode diagnosing a single person at a fucking private rich people hospital in New Jersey. Okay, I've seen every episode of House, man.
This is the Bergs, yeah.
Yeah, this is Pittsburgh. That's why they call it The Pit.
I was thinking Brad Pitt's got to be the star.
But they announced the second season already. The second season's going to take place on 4th of July. So it's going to be people blowing their hands off with firecrackers and stuff.
Ooh. Almost did that once.
Well, you only got to do it once to learn, you know?
Yep. It almost blew up in my hand. It was you know those chains of like little poppers, like you light it on fire.
Firecrackers.
Yeah, firecrackers. I pulled them apart so I'd have a bunch of little ones, but the fuses were really short.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
I lit it and went to throw it, and it was like just out of my hand, and it blew up. And then my finger almost blew off. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, listen, the firecrackers, they make like individual ones that have the green fuses. Those are the ones that burn a little slower that I would consider safe to throw. You shouldn't be throwing these things. If you're going to throw any of them, don't throw the ones with the little gray paper fuse, because those take less than 1 second to burn down. You got about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds with the green ones.
It's weird that all of our consumer grade explosives come from China.
I mean, they invented gunpowder.
The dragons.
They invented gunpowder.
Dude, I watched one of those drone displays take off out of China, and
you're watching iShowSpeed.
It's got to be so loud because it just
right. They just always cover the video with music instead, like this peaceful thing. But yeah, it's got to sound crazy.
Just insane, like your brain's melting.
I wonder how long those things last. What does China do with all their trash?
Right. Burn it?
What do you mean they put it in the ocean and then it just goes?
Are they the ones doing that?
India
should.
That was us. We ship all our trash to like South America, then they dump it.
I think Canada.
Like here, back in the Gulf of America. Here you
go. Gulf of America.
Canada gives their trash to Michigan.
Is that true?
Trash is good.
Well, so they're paying Michigan businesses to incinerate for them. That's a lot of good American jobs.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get rid of those American jobs, do you, Bill?
No, we need their trash.
Yeah, we need their trash.
Take their trash.
That's a Canadian job that Americans are doing. We're burning their trash.
I saw they have like 2,000 or something lobster processing facilities in Nova Scotia. So all the main lobsters go to Nova Scotia to get processed in Canada, and that's all getting tariffed now. So all the main lobster company, there's only like 2 processing facilities in Maine, while there's like hundreds or thousands in Canada.
Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, Nova Scotia is not that far from Maine, really, right?
Yeah, it's at the border, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Right. It's almost like we had a president that negotiated a free trade agreement between the U.S. and Canada and Mexico. They called the UMCA, and then went back on it, and I was charging Canada tariffs.
Yeah,
I'm not eating lobster enough to even
we can't even afford it as it is.
Right? You ever go out and be like, "Well, I gotta get my lobster, dude."
It's expensive here, dude. It's like a hot dog in New England, though. It's cheap.
They would be like, the history would be like, yeah, it used to be peasant food because it was so common.
I think it's because it was really hard to cook is the reason it was peasant food.
But like, why did they hate it? And now,
because
current times, it's like, wow, it tastes good.
It's really easy to process now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff changes.
You ever try to eat the shell of like crabs when they're cooked and lobster?
No.
Might be good for you. It's like the eggshells. You ever try to eat those?
You excited to eat all the Gulf of America shrimp?
Ooh.
Is there Gulf of Mexico shrimp?
Gulf of Mexico doesn't exist anymore, Bill.
That's true.
Most of the shrimp are probably just farmed in.
No, most of the shrimp
vats.
come from India, and now they are
they're shrimp farmers in India, not actually in the ocean.
It's in the ocean.
Well, they're man-made ocean.
They just have the farm in the water on the coast.
Oh, it's coastal. Oh.
That's how those work, man. But now it's going to be coming from
people are farming shrimp in their,
Louisiana.
You get a big pool in the back of your yard, and you're a shrimp farmer. Hey,
I just saw that like 80% of our shrimp came from like India, which is insane.
That's weird.
Not anymore, though.
Yeah,
tiger shrimp.
Those are big.
Dude, there's so many Indian dudes. Like, you think about all the Indian dudes. Like, you let your women out.
One out of 5 dudes is an Indian dude. In the world, in the world, 1 out of 5-ish.
And their name is Muhammad.
No, only about.
That's the most popular name in the world.
Yeah, but only about, I think, 20%, or not even, like maybe 15% of Indians are Muslim. So their names are probably Rajit.
Rajit.
Just saying, the Muslim minority is like sub 20%. I think there's like 200-something million Muslims in India. They don't like them.
They're Hindu. They're Hindu.
But and Hindu people wouldn't name their kid Muhammad.
Why do they like the cow? We need an Indian guy to come on.
They're sacred. So there's something to do with the Hindu religion.
Sacred cow.
Yeah.
They give you milk. Do they milk the cow or are not even allowed to milk the cow?
No.
No milk the cow.
Don't take anything that the cow produces, dude.
They just love the cow?
Symbolizes Mother Earth, divine beneficence, and are seen as a source of sustenance and prosperity, with their milk and dung offering essential resources. They use their poop.
Don't use it.
Yeah, I think it's like fertilizer, right? That's like really good fertilizer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the whole worshiping cow thing, but then again, I like McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I got beef cooking upstairs right now. I'm sorry. Are the Indians mad at us for eating so much beef? Like, are we like evil to them because we eat the beef?
Because there's people that don't want to eat cows. There's people that don't want to eat chickens.
Pigs.
Do they want to eat the chickens though?
I think it's more common that people don't eat pigs than don't eat cows, right? They don't eat cloven hooved animals. They're seen as dirty.
Yeah, I just wonder though, because everyone wants to eat fish. Like, that's fine. Because they're less, intelligent and don't taste as good as beef, probably, in that. But
yeah, I don't know about the fish though, because I saw this Reddit post of this dude. His cat was like freaking out. Takes it to the vet. It has crazy high levels of mercury. It's because he only fed his cat tuna.
Yeah.
So you gotta limit your fish. Like, mercury levels are only getting higher.
Well,
isn't it weird that cats just bathe themselves by licking themselves? Like, if we just licked ourselves forever, we would smell like shit.
If you had a sandpaper tongue, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe it's the friction that. Well, it takes their coat out, right? It takes the hair out so that it sheds their hair, dirty hair.
The back of their head stink?
Who, a cat?
Yeah, they can't lick the back of their head.
Oh, mine doesn't stink. I smell.
They lick their paw.
I'm saying, shouldn't it? Oh yeah. They lick their paw. Then they okay. Duh, of course. Duh. Sorry, I haven't.
You have cats.
I got 2 cats right here.
Look at them.
Come here, Bean. He's not gonna listen to me. He doesn't care. Yeah.
Well,
I got an Ian topic. Fork or spoon?
In what? Like, what about spork?
Not one of the options.
It's black or white in this case.
Yeah, spork's a
my
joke.
opinion is fork over spoon in all cases except for soup, including rice.
I'm a spoon guy. I think spoon is better.
What foods do you absolutely need a fork? I mean, it's technique how you utilize the utensil.
I use my fork like a knife where I will cut meat with it.
Why can't you do that with a spoon?
I don't know. I feel like the little pokies on the fork are more narrow than a spoon, so they're sharper. Yeah,
you don't want a sharp edged spoon. It'll cut your cheeks. That's true. Because I had a couple of those. I had to get rid of them. Found those in the trash. Tried to use them and learned. That's why they're in the trash. Damn it.
Yeah, but sporks aren't very good at soup.
Well, you just drink soup out of the bowl. You don't need a spoon for that necessarily either.
If it's cold enough to drink out of the bowl, I don't want it.
What about just only eating with a knife? I think that's
you can't you can't balance a lot of liquid on the knife, but I mean you can.
Well, you don't need to. You have to have a vessel to hold the liquid. You don't need another utensil.
You're exclusively a soup chugger.
There's something to that. that kind of action. You're more bonded with your food in that way, I'd say. Because a spoon, you're like taking it out and then you're looking at just what's in that little bit there. I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Like
slurping the bowl. It's nice.
We constantly wear shoes to separate us from the earth, and like the same thing happens when you have utensils. It separates you from your food. You know, like they want us to not have an intimate relationship with the earth.
So you want to go barefoot and smash your face into a bowl of food.
And really, what the issue is cooking our food is forcing that separation because it's the temperature.
Have you guys seen the fucking raw chicken eaters, man?
Ooh.
Yeah, I was showing you guys that.
That's not okay.
Ooh. I think it's okay.
Maybe in Japan. Yeah. What's up with these people washing their chicken with soap?
You never seen that before?
Why would you do that?
You gotta wash your meat
with soap.
Well, it's got bacteria on it. That's how people
make
get
it
sick.
Taste like soap?
No, the soap washes off. Takes the bacteria away with it.
No.
When you wash your hands with soap and then you wash it with water after, does it taste like soap?
I don't know, man.
Your hand?
I am not. No. I don't get the washing chicken and beef. You guys do that
in soap? I think you're supposed to rinse your chicken, right?
No, you're not. That's bad.
No,
you're not.
You can spread salmonella that way. If the chicken's bad, then it's in the sink with all the shit splattered around.
Bill, what are you doing?
Don't rinse your chicken.
No.
I thought you're supposed to.
Whoa.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna chat GPT.
If you want to contaminate everything, go ahead.
So if chicken is so dangerous, like there's got to be some culture that's not okay with eating it, dude. That's crazy.
Some people think it's
officially the USDA says don't rinse your raw chicken. Yeah, exactly what you guys said. Washing it actually spreads bacteria like salmonella around the sink.
The more you know.
Don't rinse.
Do you rinse steaks when you get them, or like what?
Are you a meat rinser overall? You're rinsing your pork?
I don't cook pork. I don't ever buy pork.
Why? You're missing out. You're missing out on one of the top 3 best meats. Okay.
I think it's because it's unhealthy.
What's bad? Compared to beef? Is pork that much worse?
Yeah, pork bad.
Why?
Pork bad.
Beef.
Think about what they're eating.
What do you mean? What do they
Pigs
eat?
will eat anything. Pigs will eat each other. They'll eat the bones of humans.
Okay, is that happening? Is that fucking happening at the pig farm? Are they eating humans? No.
I don't think cows are eating other cows.
Okay, it says here that pork is leaner than beef, so there's less fat.
Fatter.
It's right here, man. And it's a good source of thiamine and selenium. Okay, and zinc.
So we need to ask it one word: pork versus beef. We don't need all this shit. You know,
it says it's got generally leaner than beef with less total fat and saturated fat. You just got in your head that beef is the best. You cook it like Joe Rogan too.
Chicken is the best. He likes, what does he like? Elk, beef versus pork. What is best? One word.
What is it? That is like the
thing.
dumbest thing.
Beef.
Jesus Christ, dude. If you're going to ask a retarded question, then you might be a retard. Okay? What is best?
Beef versus pork. What do I say? What one is better for you nutritionally?
Why? Okay, what's beef versus chicken? What's it gonna say there? Chicken's always better for you.
Chicken, I bet, right? Beef versus chicken.
But then according to your own logic, you shouldn't be eating beef.
I mean, yeah. Kind of like it's a slippery slope, right?
Dude, you're missing out on so much by not eating pork, man. What are you doing?
So, what kind of cut? See, I think it's because pork chops.
You can't
are dry.
eat it undercooked. You can't eat it like raw. Where
It's
beef,
dangerous.
you eat
You guys are
tartare,
upset
it's
having
fine.
to cook your food all the way. You can't eat chicken raw
Yeah.
either.
I mean,
you can. If you get it from a farm close to you, dude.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah.
wait, what kind of pork cuts do you do?
I like pork chops are fine, sure, but like I like to cut them off the bone before cooking them. But with like pork, the best pork is pork belly.
Oh, like a big old huge hunk,
Yeah, it's like $10 at Wayway, dude.
and you cook it in a pan in the oven.
Yeah, cook it in the oven, or you can air fryer it.
Whoa. And you just eat
You
the
gotta
fat
explore
and
some
the
foods,
skin?
Bill. You and your
fat
goddamn
and the
lack
skin.
of culture, dude.
Do you
You're
eat the
just-
skin?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you want to be healthy,
pork
you don't.
rinds.
If you want to be eat no fat, you don't eat the skin.
Because it's got skin and a big chunk of fat, and
And
then
I
there's a little bit of
fucking
meat.
love it, and my liver hurts.
Chashu? Chashu?
What's Josh?
Isn't that it? Chashu?
Is that like a Japanese word for pork?
I think that's pork belly, right?
Pork belly images.
Yeah, it is. Chashu's pork belly.
This is what
That's
I
they
want.
put in
Dude. This is
ramen.
what I'm talking about right here, dude.
I know. I love that stuff.
It's so easy to make, man. You literally just put a little bit of shit on the top.
Oh,
You
crispy
cut it up.
though. Oh,
Is that bad? What do you mean?
no, crispy's good.
Yeah,
that
like-
looks so good.
Or even this, dude? This is like boiled, I think.
Is that cinnamon?
Those are lemongrass.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
it looks, dude. That looks like regs, like reagents on video games. That lemongrass looks like lemongrass
Jesus, dude.
reagents.
Bill, you gotta try some Asian food, man. A little bit.
I'm out there. We got the Chinese place in town.
Can't be eating steak and avocado toast. The new the Chinese buffet in town.
Yeah, they got chow mein. They have lo mein.
Wow, noodles.
They have black pepper chicken. General Tso's. They have seafood delight. They have
Yeah, that's the standard
roll.
things they have at any buffet, dude.
egg drop soup that no one eats, and if you do, it's scary.
I went to that place a couple months after it first opened at like 10:30 in the morning one time on the way to Cedar Point, and that's the only time I've ever been there.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
We used to go to the place in Iona because Z-Mac didn't want to run into anybody we
Are
knew.
you kidding me?
Oh, is there an Asian place in Ionia?
There's a buffet. I went there with
Oh.
him and his dad a couple times.
Oh, that's right. It's next to the KFC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asian food. I've had ramen. Sushi. Had sushi.
Like the staples, the most common.
Yep. And I'll get the nori, or the sashimi.
Nori means seaweed.
Nigiri.
Yep. It's a type
I'll
of
get
sushi.
those. So I'm not like a Philadelphia roll.
I'm not talking about going to buffet and eating the food there. I'm saying making it yourself. Like learn how to make a little bit of food.
I made beef bulgogi. I've been making that recently.
Like, that's literally just meat with like a jar of sauce added to it.
Oh, it's a custom sauce.
Yeah, but
I make it
Okay, you make your own
homemade.
bulgogi sauce. You don't just buy the bulgogi sauce.
right.
So probably worse.
But I do aminos instead, liquid aminos instead of
What
soy
does that mean,
sauce.
man? What the fuck are liquid amino?
I've never cooked with those. I have no idea what that shit is. It's like
It's a-
salty, kind of.
Yeah, it's a soy sauce replacement.
Oh,
Liquid aminos are good.
yeah. It
for
looks
you.
in the bottle though. It just looks crazy.
So you're eating Asian food that tastes probably nothing like Asian food because you're using a replacement for soy sauce.
No, I do the what's the mirin? I do some mirin. I got toasted sesame oil. I got sesame seeds. Brown sugar.
Dude, okay, do you have a bottle of oyster sauce at home or not?
No.
That's all you need. Get
For what?
Get some oysters. Everything.
Put it on everything?
Oh, everything.
fish sauce.
This is the one right here, okay? That's the one.
Huh, this is the stuff, huh?
This is the one right here, dude.
Do you ever cook with
Asian
gochujang or whatever that shit is?
I'm not Korean, dude. That shit's gross to me. That's just like spicy Korean red paste.
It's just like a tomato, and it's a pepper paste. I don't know what it is.
I feel like Korean culture is like a lot of the food is like from back in the day. It's from when the country was super fucking poor. So the food is like it's not that great. Like kimchi is meant to last forever.
Well, it's good for you though. You don't like fermented foods?
No, I don't think they taste bad. I've never been a fan of kimchi.
It's got probiotics.
I mean, I've had a lot of bad flavored kimchi though, like the way they do the spices and that.
Oh.
It can be too much for me, and I usually eat whatever, but sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm done with that.
This is all you need though, Bill. A little bit of you got your Maggi sauce, right?
Huh?
Maggi seasoning. This right here, dude. Get this. Is it you see right
there?
Is
that oyster?
No, this is Maggi seasoning. It improves the taste. Okay, improves
of anything.
Everything.
What is it? MSG. It's got to be MSG.
It's soy sauce.
It's like a weird soy sauce, yeah, but it's got like mushroom flavor in it a bit too, and it's great.
Ooh, okay. I like this.
You got any dark soy?
Aminos.
You're just not doing any soy sauce because
liquid aminos.
You're afraid of growing boobs or whatever, right?
I had literally a huge bowl of tofu for dinner last night.
Fucking gross.
What do you mean a huge bowl of tofu? Nothing else in it?
It was sloppy joes.
Tofu is something you mix with meat.
That's crazy, dude.
It's not the tofu on its own.
Do you get like the firm or the soft, or how do you even make it?
Yeah.
You like freeze it and then cook it, or what do you do?
You squeeze the juice out of it.
Yeah.
So we actually just bought a tofu press too. That like you squeeze the juice out.
I'm a tofu. I am a tofu hater, dude. Not even my grandma's tofu I would eat, man. Hate that shit.
It's like kind of weird.
Gross mush.
Yeah.
It's a meat replacement for when you're super fucking poor.
It's like you're eating liver.
Yeah.
But without as many nutrients in it.
But yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
Don't eat it, dude. You're not starving in 1950s Korea, so don't eat tofu.
I know. Pork belly with Maggi sauce and oyster sauce.
No, you don't. You don't put the Maggi. The pork belly. Maybe you get some lemongrass, lemon pepper, MSG, salt, pepper. That's it.
You just cook the whole thing.
Yeah,
just cook the whole thing. Cook the whole. Just let it bake in the oven, probably 425 for until it's like hard, and then cut it up into little pieces. And it's great.
Until it's hard.
Like an hour?
Yeah.
At least half an hour, yeah. I don't know how long. I always just kind of let it go until it's like kind of orange.
Wow.
Okay.
And then you eat it with rice?
Yeah. I mean, to me, like, if anything's super salty, you have to add rice to it. So, yeah.
Do you eat this like every week?
No, man. This is like a special occasion thing. It's horrible for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, try it out once in a while. If you're never going to eat pork, this is something to eat. Pork.
I know my dad and my brother cook pork bellies.
Pork belly is just bacon, dude.
And they cook like brisket all the time. My dad's fat.
Brisket's pretty nice.
Yeah, they're always like.
I've had a lot of bad brisket though when people fuck it up. So.
Yeah, brisket, corned beef. They had corned beef.
The corned beef to me is the lowest tier of meat. The lowest of low.
I think it's pretty nice.
It's like a little below. Maybe it's like a little above Spam.
Is it like injected with shit, or like is it just a cut of beef? Is corned beef something like?
They probably inject it with all the fluids just to keep it.
Isn't corned beef pickled?
Yeah.
Is it pickled beef?
Yeah, I think that's how they make it.
Know about the corned?
Oh man, I love a soft beef. It just falls apart in your mouth.
Soft beef.
Because you can have like a roast, and you ever have just a hunk that you can't chew, and you're chewing it, and then you spit it out?
No.
It's the worst. You just swallow it. Okay.
No, I'm saying I never have the hard, chunky meat. That's a skill issue.
If you ever have like a bite that you can't chew through, are you swallowing it or are you spitting it out?
Not applicable.
You never did it, huh?
It depends, because like with like a chicken drumstick, do you like chew the end bit of the cartilage and eat that,
I love
or you just not eat that?
Like with like
so
ribs
is a cartilage.
I'm a cartilage eater for sure. Yeah. A lot of people won't, but cartilage is good for you.
Yeah, right. It's like shrimp tails. A lot of people don't like eating that.
Don't eat shrimp tails. I like the rest of the if it's like a
softer than
if it's like a fried shrimp, I'll eat the shell except the tail. If it's fried, not when they're like cold.
Weird.
You know how
because it stabs you?
It's just hard then, harder.
At your family reunion, when there's fish and it's like has the eyeball, do they eat the eyeball?
Of course, dude.
Do they? They're just on it. Eat the eyeball.
In places that aren't America, they eat the whole fish, even when it has bones.
They eat the bones.
No, they eat around the bones.
Organs?
They eat around the bones.
Gut it?
Of course they gut it, dude. Everybody, you don't eat the shitters.
Oh, well.
I'm just saying, like a lot of Americans won't eat any fish with bones in it.
Right. I usually get the whole fish when I'm at like a Asian place. I like trying all that out. It's nice.
You ever get a white fish from the UP and you put your fingers in it and then it smells like fish for days? Well, that experience is out there for you.
I caught my first bass yesterday, though, dude. So
I saw that it looked like a PB.
Every one of them. No, it's tiny. It's nice to finally get one when it's big. It's still too cold out, but I went to a pond that's so small I could see the fish.
Do I need to replace my line? I got the pole probably 5 years ago and I never really cast it. Is the line bad?
I mean, it's probably got like really bad memory as like it's really twisted. It's been on the reel for so long. I recommend redoing your line every other year. You don't really fish much though. Like I would do it every year or a couple times a season because I fish a lot. But if you're only fishing, if replace your line every 10 times you go out.
Oh,
if you're fishing all day.
What?
Unless you like don't give a shit like my brother and you just have like super faded like braid. It's no longer green, it's just white. It loses the color to it.
What do you think about those things that you put on the end of your line? So you just tie the line one time and then you can just hook on a new
snap
lure?
Swivel. It's it's useful for like if you're using like little like hard plastic baits that need to wiggle, and it's also useful if you suck at tying knots. But at the end of the day, I think they're only good for like crankbaits, but it's bad if you like want to actually feel the bite.
Okay.
If you're
like you wouldn't do a bobber with one.
Never. Why would you do that?
Do you do additional weights if you have a bobber?
Yes, a sinker. Like it depends if you want the bobber to sit flat, no extra weights at all whatsoever. But if you want the bobber to sit up and down, you need to put a little weight under it. So depends how light you want your whole rig to be, how far you want to be able to cast.
Circle bobber or stick bobber?
I'm a stick bobber fan. I think circle bobbers for babies, like kids under 10.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Those little red and white ones, yeah, those are for kids.
Yeah, we always had the stick bobbers.
Stick bobbers cost a lot more. They're like $2 a piece nowadays.
Oh wow!
You can get like a pack of those little ones for like $1.
So if you catch a walleye and like it has teeth,
do you just fish grippers or you can hold it in its gills?
Fish grippers as in a tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared of the big fish, and they flop around a lot.
I got you, dude. I don't like holding pike, dude. They're all slimy and spiky.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with that shit?
You use the fish grippers.
Okay.
Or like Chris will just hold them from behind their head, like real hard.
Yeah.
Till their eyes pop.
Or he'll hold them by the gills and he'll cut his fingers open and he'll just be bleeding. I've seen that. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but yeah. You don't really have anything to worry about if you're just fishing for bass and bluegill though. They're not really gonna hurt you.
You just put your finger in their mouth.
You can still fuck up pretty good. They'll get you if you put it in their mouth, dude. You get bass them, you'll be like, wow, what the fuck?
If you catch 20 bass, sure, you're gonna get a little bit of your thumb.
No, even one, depending on the weight of it and how you hold it in the mouth.
Not a problem.
Well, you're saying that as a pro, but newbies could and probably would, yeah.
I'm saying if you take a picture of the bass though, don't hold it weird and post it online, or they'll shit on you forever. Like you broke that fish's jaw. Every single comment. If you don't hold the fish straight up and down, if you hold it sideways at all whatsoever, someone will just go off on you.
You ever have to put a fish down? Like hit it with a rock?
I think the only reason
No, he just
to
throws
kill
it back in.
The only reason to kill a fish is if you're keeping it. And even if you're keeping it, you don't want to kill it because you want it, as fresh as possible to eat.
What if it like swallowed your bait and then you rip it out and you realize, You ever have that?
Yeah, that gut hooking them. I can tell you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gives him a watery grave.
Yeah, you just
tosses him
gotta let it
back.
go, dude, and maybe hopefully it gets eaten by a bigger fish.
Throws it back and it floats back up. He's like, shit.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, it happened all the time with bluegills. If you like wait too long to like set the hook on a bluegill and like it swallows your hook all the way, you killed the thing.
Yeah.
What can you do? Just, try not to kill them.
So eating out of lakes in Michigan, do we really need to be careful about like what lakes we're eating out of? Fish?
All
of them?
Yeah,
Forever?
pretty much.
DNR says everything.
There's PFAS everywhere now, dude. I was listening to NPR yesterday. They said there's microplastics in all rain. Okay, all rain
PFAS
everywhere.
Is that microplastics?
It's similar. They're just forever chemicals.
Forever chemicals. Wow.
They said
there's more microplastics in your brain than in all of your blood right now.
They said in the average person, there is a plastic spoonful worth of microplastics. It's like 0.5.
Yeah, but how dense of a spoon? Like a normal?
They said the 99.5% of your brain is your brain, and 0.5% of it is plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
whoa.
Yeah, plastic in your nuts, man.
Aw. That's what's making the nuts smaller, right? Smaller taints. That's what Rogan said.
What?
Rogan says smaller taints.
Well, it was a lady that he had on that studied.
She's like, I've been checking them. I've been studying these taints. Let me tell you.
That's what she said. Yeah, the effects of microplastics on the size of testicles and taints in men and like male mice. They like gave them. I don't remember how the experiment was, but measurably smaller taints.
Why does the size of the taint matter?
I'm not sure. It's
probably related to like the ball sack.
Do you want your butthole to be further away? Is that like
I think that's good, right?
Why?
There's probably some relation to that, just like the distance between people's eyes being predator and prey between your butthole and your other sex organs. Yeah, we need to study this further.
Well, funding's gone.
Oh no.
All right. Okay, this has been episode 50. 50. That's how old Ray Romano was on the show Men of a Certain Age, starring him and Scott Bakula and Andre Braugher on TNT.
Diddy's 50, right?
I don't care about Diddy. I don't think about Diddy. Damn. Why do you, man?
Kanye had a song on his album called Free Diddy.
Right.
Because the internet constantly forces him on me. I never think about Diddy, but it's because they inundate you with Diddy.
Well, then don't live by your algorithm.
It's not my fault. I even have my suggestions off.
It's absolutely.
I go to my Google.
We've seen your YouTube homepage, man. Okay.
It evolves over time.
Okay. More Tucker. All right. This has been episode 50.
Alex Jones was on Tucker, so
please. And
based.
Those are similar guys.
Close to being unlistenable.
It's please like, subscribe, share the video with your buddies, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.